Welcome back to She Said What She Said. I'm Shalissa.
And I'm Gina. Two voices, zero filters, and opinions we absolutely stand on.
If it resonates with you, good.
If it doesn't, that's okay too. Let's get into
it.
Hey, girl.
Hey.
Welcome back to this week's episode.
I'm excited for this one.
Are you? I don't think anybody in our families are.
Absolutely not. We probably should give a disclaimer, but...
No disclaimer. You don't want to listen? Exit stage left right now.
I mean, it is because she said what she said for a reason, right?
So, yeah. What are we talking about today?
So, unfortunately, we're talking about where we came from.
Yeah, our childhood. Love it.
Opening up the doors of childhood trauma.
No, they're opening the door to the gates of hell.
Exactly. Because where we came from, but we're not that. That's for sure.
No, I mean, I'm sure the people in our family are like, yeah, I see it, but no, I
don't see it, but
no, me neither.
I try not to. Let's put it that way.
Trying to break generational trauma,
and this all reverts back for me to now having a kid myself, and the way that I grew up. I'm trying not to instill that on him, and I'm trying to live the life with him that I didn't have growing up.
And it shows, because you work really hard to provide a serious, right? Like, don't you fuck up, you're gonna know you're in trouble, but you also keep it light, and you guys have an honest relationship, and he also knows that when he fucks up, he knows he's in trouble. So,
prime example, yesterday. So about a month ago, there was these 5 boys that were harassing him, and I kept saying, Elijah, you got to stand up for yourself. You got to stand up for yourself. Well, I don't want to be a snitch, and I don't want to be this. I said, it's not about being a snitch. It's about standing up for yourself and standing on business, okay? But I have to remember, I am 36 years old talking to a 13-year-old. I'm not another 13-year-old talking to a 13-year-old, so it's a little bit different. How I act in life, when I was 13, I probably would be the same way, thinking the exact same thing. With that being said, one of the 5 kids decided to press Elijah this week multiple times, and it was like he was poking the bear. And finally, the bear lost it. So he had his first real fist fight yesterday, and unfortunately, he is suspended for the next week. And now I have a citation that I have to pay as well, because in Clinton Township, if you fight on school property, your first offense, you're going to get a citation, and every time after, the amount of the citation goes up. So who's to say the citation you're renting anywhere from $200 to $400? So when Elijah found that out, he was on eggshells. He didn't want to tell me what was going on. Now, mind you, obviously the principal already called me and told me what was going on, but I always want to hear it from his mouth, because there's always 2 sides to a story.
Yeah.
So when he told me about it, he was like, I'm going to be honest with you. He was like, I didn't swing first. I listened to what you said, and you told me that if I swing first, I'm going to be in more trouble than if I ever get into a fight. I said, you're damn right, because my thing is if you swing first, that means you are initiating it and you're looking for a fight, versus if you don't swing first, it's called self-defense. And that's exactly what happened. The kid told him that he was a failure, that he sucked, and that his mama was a bitch. And that's when Elijah lost it. So he balled his fist up and was like, I want to fight. In his head, he was telling that, but he didn't project it. And then the kid automatically just swung. So they got into a brawl.
Not him calling you a bitch.
Listen, I said, why I got to be brought into this?
Why you gotta be a bitch?
You ain't never met me. But Elijah, who is now very protective of his mother, did not like that. And it pissed him off. So,
I mean,
he was more so defending himself and defending his mother as well, because he knows that his mom is not a bitch. I mean, I can be, but he don't know that.
You're not a bitch, but it's okay. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, but I'm saying for another kid to call me that, you don't know me. You don't know me. You're 13 years old. You ain't never met me. As you can see, half of his friends don't even know who I am. They think I'm his sister and not his mother. So,
anyway,
you come for me. I'm serious. You come for me.
I know.
My child is going to defend me like he's supposed to. So he got into his first altercation, and we can now joke about it. Yes, he's still on punishment. There are still consequences that have to be given. But at the same time, I've been cracking jokes with him to try to lighten the mood, because he is upset with himself because he allowed it to escalate to that point. Again, you're not going to walk away from somebody swinging on you. No. Point blank, period. But he said because he slipped and the kid got on top of him, people are clowning him and saying that he lost, this, is that, and the third. And I said, who cares? But then I got to remember
literally.
I'm talking to my 13-year-old kid. He cares.
Yeah.
I personally wouldn't care, but he cares. So I told him, I said, you ain't going to win all of them, but you're never going to know how to fight if you've never been in one. So now
That's
that
true.
you've been in one, you know what to do next time. Don't go looking for no fight. But if it happens to happen, you know what you're supposed to do.
I love that we're encouraging this. I'm just kidding.
I promise you, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I probably would not have. But because
Yeah.
we've had so many issues with the school, and they think because of his height and his body that he's not going to do nothing. No, baby, he's going to cause some damage. And he said he got 3 clean hits in to where he clocked this boy in his jaw 3 times. That's my boy. That's my boy. And I'm going to be proud of that all day. And I told him that you should be very proud of that as well. I know we should not condone fighting, but I'm not condoning fighting. I'm condoning self-defense. Point blank, period.
I mean, he called you a bitch, though. I'm just kidding. You don't know what he's
Listen.
talking about?
Listen, when he said that, I was like, He was like, yeah, I know, right? I said, me? Who, me?
Not kidding.
Like, what?
That's so funny.
Okay. I can show you better than I can tell you. That's what you better tell him that next time. I can show you
Yeah.
better than I can tell you.
I'm gonna show you a
Okay.
bitch. That's what we're gonna do.
Yep. So he had his first
So-
altercation, and like I said, now he's suspended. Technically speaking, he's supposed to be suspended for 10 days. But because he has good behavior, they're letting him off with 5.
Okay. Well, we'll do better next time.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I said, you better plant them fucking feet. Plant them feet. Because if you plant your feet, you won't fall. Just saying.
You gotta teach him the bob and the weave and balance.
Oh yeah, he said he was bobbing and weaving. He said the guy was caught. He was pulled a windmill. He said that's why he kept getting clean hits, because the guy was windmilling, so he wasn't blocking his face, and that's why he was coming up like I taught him. That's how he said he got his hits. Other than that, the guy was just bobbing like windmilling the whole time. So he was fighting like a girl. So now who's the bitch? Because he was fighting like a bitch in my eyes.
They're lucky we're better people than to put his name out there, because he's still a child, but still.
Listen,
That
I
is
told
a
Elijah, I said,
bitch
if you
name.
want me to go up to that school and be a teenager for a day, I will. Say less. Don't tell me what a good time. Because I can be 13 again.
Yeah, we push kids down flights of stairs. I'm just kidding. We don't.
Tell your friends your mama fight kids.
Yes.
Period.
No, tell your friends that your mom fights like a bitch, since that's what they want to call you. Anyways.
Listen, I've been called worse. But by a 13-year-old, I can show you better than I can tell you, homeboy.
So I do want, if anybody in our families are going to listen to this, and do you, we're not here to blame anybody, and we're not here to bash anybody, but we're just going to try to understand. I feel like it's easier as adults because we're in different mindsets now than we were, 30.
Yeah, and we're in different areas of our lives. Yeah, we're in different areas of our lives. Most definitely. And like I said, we're not here to bash anybody, but we're creating an open forum for other people to be able to talk about their past and to be able to talk about it without feeling like they're being judged. That's the other thing. So no, we're not here to bash anybody. We're not saying that anybody sucks or anybody was horrible. I mean, they probably were, but not to try to put you on Front Street. We're doing it as a open forum and an open space, safe space for people to be able to talk about their past. It's a part of our healing journey.
So it's funny that we are having this conversation today, because I was talking to my Allie, my niece, and I don't know for you per se, like for me, there's this, you're either a living room kid or you're a bedroom kid. And when I was her age, I was a bedroom kid because I was never allowed to be in the living room because my parents didn't like looking at me because it was such a disappointment. So she didn't understand what that meant. And I had to explain that to her today. And she was like, that's not nice. I said, no, it's not. So yeah.
I think I was a bedroom kid as well. But like I said, we weren't allowed to eat in our bedroom. So we had to sit at the table. Everybody came to the table at 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, whatever. We all broke bread together, and then we went on about our merry own ways.
Yeah.
Now, as far as for, like I said, how I'm raising Elijah, he is also, I'd say 50% both, living room and bedroom. It depends on what he's doing. So obviously his PlayStation is in his bedroom. So when he's ready to play the game, he's more so in there. But we do have our time to where we sit at the table, we eat dinner together, we may watch a TV show or a movie before we go our separate ways. So it's like not like necessarily a schedule, but we set aside time for each other before. Correct. I go in my room and watch TV, or he goes in his room and watch TV. Another thing is we growing up, we're not allowed to have TVs in our room. And that was frowned upon when I got Elijah his first TV at 4 years old.
Yeah.
That
I'm
baby
sure.
don't need no TV in his room. That's a distraction, blah, 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 whatever. And now he's 13 and has a TV in his room. But like I said, when we were growing up, Ixnay on that TV, it was not allowed. Not allowed. If you wanted to watch TV, you had to be out in the open watching it with everybody else.
Yeah, I can't.
Which I don't agree with.
I don't either. I don't remember. So I don't know if you have these moments in time, but like there's a lot of my life I don't remember, and I don't know why. Probably should talk to a therapist about this at some point, but I don't have a recollection of having a TV in my room.
My only negative is I don't have a recollection of a lot of things in my life, and unfortunately the ones that I do have are the bad memories. So I can remember a lot of the trauma and a lot of the haves and didn't haves, but I don't remember a lot of the happier times, which sucks because it's like I want to try to instill these things into my kid and say, hey, this is what my childhood was like, but I can't give that to you if I don't remember it. Sucks.
And it does. Whose fault is that though?
And that's the problem. So I have been told multiple times that being a grandparent is a second chance. But at the same time, I don't feel like that's fair to say because you're raising a grandchild, not a child. You didn't have this kid. So yes, it may be a second chance for you to do things the right way, but to me, that's doing things the wrong way because you still have a chance. I'm still here on this earth. So you could still have a second chance with me just because I had a kid. Like things that you told us no to, you so quick to go give him a yes. I'm pissed because I'm so confused. Like, why is it that he gets a yes and I get a no? Make that make sense.
Because grandparents,
because your title's different.
Yeah, I was about to say grandparents, I feel like have this thing to where like they automatically can just be more fun. And I don't understand why that's okay.
I don't either, because I was told all the time, you got McDonald's money, but yet be quick to take him to McDonald's in a heartbeat. Like what?
I mean,
we rarely got fast food. We rarely got fast food, but my kid has seen every fast food restaurant known to man, has had more opportunities known to man. So it's like, get it. And I mean, later on down the road, that may be me as well. But deep down inside, there's still a little bit of hurt and confusion because it's like, well, why the fuck did I not get that? Or why is it so easier now than it was 20 something years ago?
You know, I will say this because, you know, I don't have kids and I'm kind of grateful I don't for this fact because like I don't have a relationship with my mother. Haven't spoke to Veronica in how old is Allie? 9 years. I haven't spoke to Veronica. Haven't fucking seen her. Don't know if she's dead or whatever. Stacey Koger. Yes, you're getting a whole government name out there because you're trash as well. And my sister has a relationship with him, and he's just as shitty as a grandparent. And I don't care if my sister's mad at me for this, as he is as a parent. So I don't.
I mean, I just.
I'll never understand
I guess I can't
part.
really. I'll never understand it either until I am one day. So I guess I can just live in the moment and take it one day at a time because I guess it's not for me to understand. But deep down inside, there is hurt and confusion because, like I said, why is it so easy to say yes to him, but it was so easy to say no to me or my brother? So, I mean, I guess I don't know as far as for that aspect. And then you have to look at it as the other picture. Is my father, who was no longer in the picture, he was kind of the same, but not really. Like, he spoiled Elijah, but he also spoiled me as well. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
His relationship with Elijah was the same as what my relationship was. I was his only child. Elijah was his only grandchild. So we were kind of treated the same. It was more so girl versus boy versus daughter versus grandchild. So I always wonder, because like I said, now we're in 2026 and Elijah's 13, wonder what things will be like now if he was still here. I feel like life would be definitely a lot easier. Absolutely.
I feel like he'd have a healthier support system.
Absolutely. And Elijah would have that male figure that he needed, near versus far. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah. I mean, it's always easier, especially when they're closer, you know. But
oh, absolutely. And like I said, he probably would have kept his same routine, his same rituals. Every Wednesday they were together. I would pick him up Thursday morning, every other weekend. They had a lot of bonding moments for the first 3 years of his life. Does Elijah remember it? Unfortunately, no, because that was 10 years ago. So he's kind of on the same path as me, where he remembers bits and pieces from his childhood. But like, if I was to show him a picture, he'll be like, oh, I remember that. But as far as like just randomly remembering, it's not there. Because the
Well,
first 3 years of
thankfully,
his life were traumatic.
yeah. Thankfully, you remember the some of those memories, the good ones.
Absolutely. Like I said, when that one, I will never forget, because like I said, it was a Wednesday, Thursday kind of thing. Whether it be, because I used to take classes on Mondays and Wednesdays always. I don't know why I never do Tuesday, Thursday, but I think Monday, Wednesday, because it was the beginning of the week to get it over with. But typically Wednesday nights, I would drop him off to my dad's job. My dad lived almost an hour away. Drop him off to the job. He would take him with him, spend the night Thursday morning, or he would let him stay with him all day at work, because he was a barber, so he had that luxury of being able to do that. And then after I got off of work, I would pick Elijah. And then when I was off on the weekends, we would make that drive out there and hang out with them, either whether it be Saturday night or Sunday, and have Sunday dinner and then go home. So it was a every week kind of thing. I'll never forget those type of moments.
No, those are the positive ones, and I, wish you had those now.
I do. And like, it makes the holidays and stuff hard for me too, because I'm so used to when we grew up with a close-knit family. Everybody was here. Sunday, Wednesday, Friday, we were together. Those were our dinner dates that we had, where everybody was together at the table breaking bread. And now that over the years, everybody has pretty much went their separate ways, we don't have that anymore. So now even holidays are harder because everybody lives out of state. So whether finances are flowing right, it doesn't always work. We were supposed to have a trip at the end of this month. Cancel because finances are not flowing right. Versus if they were living here, or we were all in the same city, we wouldn't have to worry about the financial thing, because we would just have it at somebody's house. And then that would just be the tradition. So like, I have made it a thing with me and Elijah to start traditions, because that's what I do cherish from my childhood, is we had traditions, but now they have pretty much dwindled down. So I don't want that to be where he didn't have that experience with me. So even if it's a little thing, as far as for watching Stranger Things or watching The Flash or making dinner together or having tacos on Tuesday, like little stupid stuff like that, I definitely want to keep that going. Yeah, like I said, we have our little corny things. Door dashing together. Like, we had a blast today. Legit had a blast. Cracking jokes the whole time. I'm like, you want to do another order? He's like, well, I ain't got nothing else to do. I'm like, all right, so we're going 5 minutes away. He's like, so what happens if they cancel the order? Do we get the food? I'm like, I mean, I would think so. Is that why you along for the ride? Like, you thought you were about to get some free food?
Yeah, it's crazy.
It almost happened, though, because the app glitched, and the order that I was supposed to deliver for one orange chicken from Panda Express did not pop up on the app anymore. So as I started to pull off and head back home, it popped back up. So then I had to turn back around and go deliver this lady's food, because we thought we got lucky.
You guys are crazy.
Listen, we was excited. We were hungry at that moment, so we were excited to split an orange chicken that we didn't have to pay for. But other than that, I will never eat Panda Express. On a good day, don't like it.
No, that's fair. I mean, it's not for everyone. It's an acquired taste.
Absolutely. No, thank you. I'll pass.
The family tradition thing, though, like, I know your family's all spread out. I mean, I don't talk to mine, but when my grandparents were here, we tried to do some things. So it does get hard, when people are gone. So I get it. They're like the glue
it makes it hard.
Yeah, they're like
holds it all together. They always say that it's the matriarch of the family. So my great grandmother was our matriarch. I'm pretty sure Sue was yours, and it's like like you said, the glue that holds the family together. And without them being here, it's like everything is just shifting and drifting. So
I don't know if, like, for you, I mean, I would assume this is a yes, because like my grandmother was like, Sue, she was like the only, I don't have like any toxic, negative, they're all positive things with her. Do you, is like your grandma, either of your grandmothers, like that
I could never say anything bad about them.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
could never say anything about them. My great grandmother, big shout out to Marie, she would take the shirt off of her back and give it to somebody to make sure that they were not cold. You always had a home cooked meal. I remember there was one point in time, like I said, you always remember the memories. It was a bad memory that was turned into a good memory. I remember one point in time I was in a very toxic relationship, abusive relationship that is, and they lived right behind my grandmother's senior citizen high rise over there by the YMCA. So we were staying in those apartments behind there, and there was one point in time where I and my child were put out at 2 o'clock in the morning, and my grandmother was a night owl and did not sleep So I was able to call her, and she opened her door for me and my son to come in there. And then when we got there, she's like, I know you ain't ate today. Have food waiting for me.
Aw.
Like little stuff like that. The fact that she was awake at 2 o'clock in the morning, number one, mind blowing. Number two,
Right.
and it was never a sandwich or never like something that was a quick meal. It was a home cooked meal.
Yeah.
Your girl was always in the kitchen. Like you never. I'm like, Grandma, can you just make me a sandwich? I'm not making you no sandwich. My baby ain't eating no sandwich. You want a fried pork chop? As much as it sounds good, I don't want you to have to do that extra work. But she would.
Yeah.
There was always a home cooked meal when it came to her. And my grandmother, she would probably do the same. Big shout out to Joyce. She's the type of person that she would give you her last to make sure that you were good before she was good. I could not, like I said, a lot of situations that I dealt with, I could not repay her or thank her enough for being 75,000 miles away, but making sure that her grandbaby was good and that we didn't go without. So grandparents, I guess I can see it from that aspect because my grandparents were the shiznit and are the shiznit, but I guess I just don't see it from the close-knit aspect.
For yourself?
If that makes sense. Yes, my child's grandparents.
I got you.
I guess I'm trying to say that my grandparents, but it wasn't like, she would let it be known, like, not necessarily you fucked up, but this is a learning curve for you. This is a lesson that you need to learn. This is not going to happen again. This is that or whatever. But here's this is that and the third. Like she would let it be known.
Yeah, it's very encouraging and supportive and loving, but quit fucking up.
Correct.
But not in a toxic. Yes, but it wasn't toxic. But these parents, man, I don't know. So it's so funny though, because it's like our parents came from our grandparents, and for whatever fucking reason, man, they just like, I don't know, the Kool-Aid they were drinking, man.
Took it and ran with it. Because like I have, it's so funny, I have these conversations with Elijah all the time. Prime example, we went to the doctor, 2 weeks ago, and it was like the allergy testing and trying to figure out what he was allergic to, this, that, and the third. So they're asking me all these questions, and it's this questionnaire. I'm thinking I'm answering the questionnaire correctly. Come to find out, I'm answering it so wrong as far as for who has what. Now, mind you, I'm thinking that I'm the only one that experiences migraines. Come to find out, I'm not. I'm thinking I'm the only one that's experiencing high blood pressure. Come to find out, I'm not. The only thing that I really don't have that everybody else has is diabetes. But when it comes to my eye issues, nobody has it. So I'm confused. So genetically, a lot of the stuff that I am personally dealing with, nobody else has it. Now the anxiety, the bipolar, ADHD, all of that stuff runs in the family. But like I said, when it comes down to like the serious health issues with my eye, my migraines, all that stuff, I'm the only one that's got it. And then it makes me start to question, where the fuck did I get it from?
Yeah, for real. Because some of that shit's genetic.
Well, then that's the other issue that I have, because like I said, with my dad not being here, I can't ask those questions. So if it didn't come from my mother's side, it had to have come from his side. And as far as I know, the only thing that he really struggled with is the diabetes and kidney issues. But I never heard him complain about a headache. I never complained to him ocular migraine or cluster head. Like I have Horton syndrome.
Yeah.
Who the fuck has Horton syndrome?
Obviously,
and then they're saying that Elijah. Well, Elijah possibly has an autoimmune disease. Nobody else has one. So what the fuck?
Somebody probably on his sperm donor side.
Correct. So this is where it's like, I am like, we come from these things and we're trying to figure out life, but it's like certain things you can't really figure out on your own.
I know. Yeah.
And that's what sucks, because now you, like I said, I no longer have my father in the picture. His father's not in the picture, so I can't call his daddy up and be like, do you have an autoimmune disease that I don't know about? Like, I can't pre-screen him. I should have pre-screened him before I slept with him, but I didn't. Like, how was I supposed to know?
Goodbye.
Let's just be real. I don't know. I don't. So it becomes very frustrating at times.
Yeah, to not be able to ask those questions,
or to not know where this comes from.
I feel like you guys might be able to do like a genetic test. I don't know. Obviously, it's not going to tell you where it comes from. But.
Correct. So we thought about that because I did do the ancestry family tree, and that's how I was able to find out my dad's parents' names and then his grandparents. So like I was able to find out a lot of research And then it even did pick up Elijah's father's side of the family. But like I said, I'm not in contact with those people, and I can't just pick up the phone and call them and ask them, nor do I want to. Like at this point, I'm just gonna figure it out on my own. But
For real.
it's trying not to, I guess,
Spiral.
have the survival skills that we have. Only because I'm trying to do the fight or flight aspect, because
Yeah.
I want my child to see the best in me and give him the best life that I can. But at the same time, I feel like some days are better than others. And a lot of my childhood trauma affects the way that I am today and how I parent today as well. Because I don't want to raise him how I was raised. But then that could be enabling him as well. Some people may see that as spoiling him and enabling him. I personally don't see that as that, but
So
say
as an aunt, because that's the closest thing I'm getting to any children, because I know how my family is, and I know they ain't shit, and if you're offended by that, then maybe you need to rethink your life choices. As an aunt, I don't want to say I overcompensate. I do feel like a little bit I overspoil. I try to make sure that I'm present, right? I'm listening. What's the word I'm trying to think of? There, obviously, right? Like I'm a constant figure because nobody else is. And, we grew up in big ass families. Yes, they were toxic as fuck, but there was always people around. So it's like, I don't want them, I want to be the loudest person in the room. Kind of like, you're the loudest person in the room for Elijah, whether who's fucking around or not. So yes, it looks like we're spoiling these kids. It's because we know what it's like to not be spoiled or not be put first, I guess. It's okay to have boundaries, right? Like, you keep fucking up, we're gonna have a problem. But
absolutely,
let me spend $300 on you because you're my favorite human. I get it. So
I do that.
I don't know. I don't look at what you do with him as you spoiling him. I look at you as you're loving him how you wanted to be loved, and you're hoping that you're not fucking him up the way.
And he respects me. That's the crazy part about it, because you have so many people who have kids and their kids don't respect them.
Hell no.
I wish my son would be able to disrespect me. He wouldn't have no fucking teeth.
But see, that's the nice thing though, is like, you guys can fuck around, you guys can joke, you guys can be all lovey-dovey, fist pump, whatever. But he also knows that if he fucks around, he's gonna find out too.
Absolutely. I was joking around with him the other day. Like I said, when he got in that fight yesterday, I kept calling him Muhammad Ali all day. And he's like, nah, I'm not Muhammad Ali. I'm like, okay, Mike Tyson. He's like, nah, I'm not Mike Tyson. I said, Kevin Hart? He was like, nah, maybe. Like, we were cracking jokes. We were trying to make light of the situation. Yes, like I said, you got in trouble. Yes, you are suspended. Yes, there is a citation out there. But at the same time, we are not going to dwell on that for the whole week that you're out of school. You're going to learn your lesson, because you're still going to be at home doing homework. You're not going to be at your friend's house. But at the same time, I'm not going to take everything away from you. I could have took his basketball game away from him, but who was that benefiting? I feel like that would have affected me more than it would have affected him, because he would have been pissed at me for what? You worked this hard to play. I'm not going to let you miss your playoff game because you got to a fight. That's not me. But like I said, and he respected me because I still allowed him to do that.
The sports, though, I mean, I didn't play sports, but it's discipline. It teaches them discipline to be a part of the
obviously,
team.
whatever anger he had, he took it out on that court today. So he needed that. Him sitting in the house, he would have been more pissed off. My walls probably would have been busted in if I would have let him stay here. So he obviously needed to go out there and let some aggression out, and he did. And he probably played one of his best games yet. But he needed that push. And I will always be your biggest cheerleader, 1,000%.
Yeah.
But I will also stand on business 10 toes down, because at the end of the day, I am raising you to be the smart, educated young man that I know you can be. We're not about to be out here in these streets just fighting people just because. We're not about to be out here in these streets selling drugs, smoking crack, whatever you want to do. I'm not raising you to be that kid. I'm raising you to be a respectable young man.
Yes.
So that when you go on to have your own children, you can raise them how I've raised you.
Exactly. Or even So it's going to be opposite for him though, because he's going to have those good memories where you have the bad ones. You don't remember the good shit. So yes, I like that.
And not only that, I'm raising him to be able to be respectable to a woman when he starts dating for real, and ends up finding that person. He needs to be not only respectable to his mother, but he needs to be respectable to his woman.
Yeah, because there's a lot of men out here that are respectful to their mom and ain't shit to their partner. So let's be for real.
Absolutely. That's why I said that, because at the end of the day, you technically should be treating your mom and your girl the same to a certain extent with the respect level.
Yes.
The way that you respect your mother is how you should respect your significant other as well, male or female. Point blank, period.
Yeah. Yes, I agree with that.
So no, we are raising smart kids. Shout out to all us mothers out there. At the end of the day, we cannot allow how we were raised to be who we are. That's the whole healing process. It's like I said, some days are better than others. Some days I'm like, what the fuck? Where did this come from? Why do I feel this way? Things are not normal like this. This should not be normal. But
it's not.
It is. It is.
It's
new normal.
Oh, I'm about to say this shit ain't normal. I guess it is. You're right. You're right.
It could be the new normal. We're not used to it, but it's a generational curse. Let's just put it that way.
I will say, personally, for me, and again, I probably should talk to a therapist about this. And a lot of my disconnection from my family is because they are having these toxic thoughts. They're supporting things and people that are very harmful to society. That ain't something I'm gonna support with you. If you believe in that stuff, then I already know what kind of person you are. And I do know that my birth parents are not, they're toxic, but not in the type of way that's harmful to the people that I loved. I refuse to be like these people. I don't know, my brain, you ever have like these thoughts where like your brain is like 100 miles a minute?
Every day.
These people have taught me who I don't want to be, what kind of people I don't want to be around. And that's why I like being home. I like being secluded. I'm sure my husband is always like, yeah. He's like, why aren't you out here? Like, let's watch like TV or watch a movie. I'm like, bro, I just want to be by myself. I've always been a bedroom kid, so it's like, it's not really like, maybe I'm punishing myself. I don't know, but
it's like, when do we break that cycle?
I don't know, dude.
It's about breaking that cycle. It's about not falling into that generational curse. Like you said, not allowing things that we think are normal that are not normal. Like, it's shaping us to be who we need to be. Yeah. From this point forward.
I mean, as an aunt and, as a mom, like, there are things that we are doing that we're not repeating.
Absolutely. The best way that we can.
Yeah. Like, it's so funny because it's like my aunt, right? Like, she was very loving, very present. And then she hit this toxicity wall of like, she tried to ruin and take down everybody's lives with her probably about 11, 12 years ago. And I was like, wow, I hope I'm never that aunt, was very present, very loving, very supportive. And then boom, she was just, the devil. So I hope to never be like that. I
hope not either.
I swear to God, if you see me going down this tunnel, you better pull me out.
I'm going to steer you in the right path because we're not doing that. That's what we're not about to do.
We learn from our family to not repeat. Yeah. But no.
And not only that, we got to be able to, we have to, from here on out, be able to set that tone for what we want our lives to be. To not keep reverting back to that toxic place or becoming self-aware of our surroundings. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like sometimes, prime example, we were at the game and there was a dad that was watching his son play. And it was like he was only pointing out the negatives of what his son was doing. And I'm like, me on the other hand, if Elijah made a mistake, I'm like, okay, that was this, and the third, but let's focus on your strong suit. Let's focus on what you did correctly and be proud of that. Like, that was a foul. You shouldn't have fouled. Or I'm like yelling at him because when I know he's about to foul, I'm like, don't foul. And he hears me and then he's able to fix it. And then I'm like, okay, I'm proud of you for hearing me. You might not always hear me because you're in the moment, but at least hearing me to know that I could have stopped you from getting that foul, this, that, and third. But like I said, The one kid, he missed a layup, or he missed 3, or he missed his free, like, and it was every, come on, or what is wrong with you, or, yeah. And I'm like,
Good God.
it's just a game. It's just a game. It's okay.
Literally. It's not life or
It's
death,
okay.
guys.
If my kid missed 4 free throws in a row, I'ma still be like, you'll get it next time. It's all good. Don't worry about it. You got it.
Yeah, good game. Good game.
I ain't gonna tell him, like, give it up, like, you suck, stop shooting them because you ain't make one yet. But I felt like that's how he was portraying, and it was embarrassing because it's like, he wasn't discreet about it. Like, I feel like as a basketball parent or any sport parent, you're never going to be discreet about yelling so that your kid can hear you. But like I said, he almost got into an altercation with one of the other team members, and I'm like, stop, like, because I know his mouth, and I was like, because he was like, don't talk to me like that, bro. And I was like, stop. I was like, Muhammad Ali. Like, I was trying to make him laugh because I knew what was about to happen. But every time this kid gave an awful pass or he did something that was a minute mistake, his dad was livid. And I was like, ooh, I never want to be that parent.
I feel like that would have been very triggering for me.
It was triggering for me, and I wasn't even the kid. Like, always being pointed out what you're doing wrong, never congratulated on what you're doing right.
I don't understand people. I feel like, well, he's probably unhealed, right? He don't know how to express his fucking feelings in a very loving and encouraging manner. I guess there's that.
Yeah, it was horrible. I literally was like, what? And I had to watch my mouth because I'm like, I'm trying to get better with certain language when I'm at those type of events, because I feel like there are other kids around and some people may not talk like that in front of their kids. But my kid already knows what's up. But I was trying to be respectable. But I was like, now I'm on shutdown mode because I feel like I'm being yelled at because I'm over here praising my kid. And then you're over here lecturing yours. So every time I say something positive, it's like, you want me to shut up because your kid is just doing wrong. And I'm like,
like, bro, shut the fuck up.
And that's what I really wanted to say in the nicest way possible. I wanted to tell him it wasn't that fucking serious.
It's not. If he's like that in public,
I can only imagine behind closed doors.
So hopefully Elijah's nice to him because he's probably not getting kindness at home.
Well, thankfully he was not on our team. He was on another team. So Elijah didn't have to encounter him. But it was like, because the way that everybody sits, it's not like home team, all those parents sit together, and away team, all those parents sit together. Whatever seat you find open is where you sit down at. So I could be cheering on my kid, and the person next to me could be cheering on somebody from the other team. So if I call a play and they don't like what I'm saying, they could be cussing me out. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't matter where you sit. That's why I had to be very cautious of what I was seeing today, because there were so many foul plays and stuff that were being called, and I almost got ejected from one game. I wasn't going to allow it to happen again at the playoffs from my mouth. So
no, we're not.
Because I'm that mom. I'm not going to say my son is the best player, but at the same time, I know what's going on, and you're not going to call fouls or call the wrong plays on him without me having something to say, because y'all want to target him as the biggest kid on the team. So tell your kids to eat some Miracle-Gro. Maybe they'll be bigger.
You're stupid.
Don't come for mine. Very protective of mine when it comes to that aspect, because I had grown people talking to him out the side of their mouths today, and I'm like, you realize he's 13, right?
Literally.
If you got something to say it to me. Don't say it to him. Say it to me. Shove him again and see what happens. Man or not, it can go down today.
A man shoved him?
Mm-hmm. There was 1 second left in the game. The other team went up for a layup. Elijah blocked it, but because the other kid is like 4'9", and Elijah's 6'1", when he blocked it, he kind of towered over the kid. And the other team's coach tried to say that it was foul play, but it wasn't. And everybody even agreed that it wasn't. So Elijah was backing up, and he kind of stopped, and the coach brushed up against him. I came up off that chair so quick, because what you're not going to do is buck up at my child. You a grown man. If you got a problem, take it up with the ref or take it up with another adult. But you don't buck at a 13-year-old.
No.
Sorry.
That's crazy.
Not sorry.
It's a fucking basketball game, bro.
Literally. But it didn't matter, because the guy, that was the guy. It was the ref. It was the coach who was fussing at his son, because his son plays on his team. And it's like, if that's the case, I wouldn't want to play under my daddy if you talk to me like that, because that's embarrassing. I'd play on somebody else's team. Like, y'all were already winning. It's not that serious.
So he's the coach, the man that was being mean to his son? Okay, moving on. Mm-hmm. No, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Do you have any survival skills from when you were young that you still have now?
Fight or flight.
Yeah, she's a good one.
Because I could be like the color purple. All my life I had to fight. Because listen, fight or flight. That's my survival skill.
Yeah. I'm gonna steal yours. I can't really think of any other.
I can't
like,
either. That's the first one that comes to my mind.
Always expecting the worst. I don't know if that's survival, but
expect the unexpected.
We always are anticipating the negative outfall of something. So I mean, it's like, okay, that's not exactly positive skills.
No, it's not at all, actually.
Well, adults, I feel like, aren't still like living. I posted something earlier, I think it was on Instagram, where I'm just trying to make my 16-year-old self happy. I'm 40 years old, but yeah, we're still working on that little girl, I guess, always.
The little girl that wanted to be loved, the little girl that wanted to be held, the little girl that even wanted a hug or just wanted to hear, "I'm so proud of you." Not what is wrong with you.
The fuck? It's crazy.
It's unfortunate.
That's okay. That's what we're going
we live
to
and we
focus
learn.
on. It is, but we're going to make sure that we're doing that now. Like,
absolutely.
I feel like you and I, and even like our other friends, like I feel like we're really good at encouraging each other and not
1,000%.
I mean, it's okay. I feel like we allow each other to have our feelings, right? But we try not.
We validate them a lot, though. So, like when we're in our crazy stage, we probably hype it up a little bit too much, but we all ready to jump if one person said how high. Like, it's
but like if we're like in our fields, like we're like going through shit, like we support it, but we encourage the feel your feelings.
Yep.
Let's move on. Not necessarily
let's not dwell on it. Yep.
Yeah, because those I feel like are things we're still unlearning, you know.
1,000%.
Yeah. Do you? I don't know how to say this. Do you feel like if there is anything you could say, I would say like to either of your parents, right? Is there anything as an adult that you wish you would have said to them like 20 years ago? I know.
We digging deep.
I'm just saying, like,
to my dad, I wish I still had time on this earth with you. We really did not get as close probably until my teenage years, and then I probably only had you for a good 6 years before you passed away. So my adult years have really shown me how much of an impact that you did have on me when I was younger. Like I said, I have bits and pieces of memories from when I was a kid. You never really punished me. I was really a good kid for the most part. But I think in all my years, you never laid your hand on me once. Like, I think the one time that you did have to whoop me, you whooped me as a joke because you just couldn't see yourself doing that.
Yeah.
But I just honestly wish that I had more time. And now I wish Elijah had more time with you as well, just because he needs that blanket of security as far as for a grandparent, a male grandparent. So like I said, I just wish I had a little bit more time with you. To my mother, I don't know what happened back then. I do feel like we are getting somewhere now to where, even though it's 36 years later, we're starting to understand each other. Obviously, I wish it would have started sooner than later, but I will say I do cherish the moments that we do have together. I'm starting to see things from a different perspective now, so I get it. But at the same time, I wish there was a little bit better communication in my younger years, because now I have the struggle of communicating my needs as an adult, as a mother, as a person in general. Like, if I had that open line of communication with you earlier, I feel like I wouldn't be in the predicament that I am in majority of the time now. With that being said, I feel like it definitely has shaped me into becoming a better person, a stronger person at that. I don't allow myself so much now to be walked all over, saying no business. And I'm 1,000% okay with it, versus before, the old me, the younger me, probably would have cared a little bit more. I don't give a fuck now. And that can be a good thing or a bad thing. But it's, like I said, shaped me into being a stronger person, a stronger mother, to be able to overcome things that are thrown at me without being willing to give up so easily, if that makes sense.
No, it does. I like that. Your answer was cute. It's so interesting. So I don't know if this is like the fucking universe, whatever's happening in the world right now. As soon as you ended that whole spiel, your light went out. The fuck? Okay.
And now it won't come back on. So I feel like that's a sign. Speaking it into existence is what it is.
Yes. That's a good way to put it. Maybe it just died because mine almost died.
I was supposed to say it was charging all day, so I don't know. We'll see.
I love that you had such a wonderful response to that. I don't know. I don't talk to these people, so people think I'm crazy when I say that I don't care.
Your situation's a little bit different than mine. I try to cherish the one parent that I do have left. Obviously, it does make things a lot harder because I sometimes need that male perspective, but I couldn't imagine not having a parent or having parents that are on this face of the earth and I don't talk to. Like, I feel like it's made you a stronger person, but at the same time, I would always still have that thought and worry in the back of my mind, like, how did we get here? Why are we like this? How can we fix this? Because, I have that fixer personality. I probably would want to fix it. You, on the other hand, can probably give two fucks about fixing it.
I will say, so my stepmom, who I think is a supporter of our show, the only thing I could, if I'm going to talk to a parent, I think it would only be her. But I don't do well, like these people that we're talking about, right? These toxic people that raised us, like mine, were terrible. They were 16 when they had me. They probably should have aborted me like my grandparents wanted them to. I know they were talked to terribly as children and as adults, so I think that's partially why they were fucked up and still fucked up. Because my sperm donor talks to me like I fight grown men. I don't give a fuck who you are. I will swing on you. You ain't gonna call me a fat bitch. My husband doesn't even talk to me like that. So he has called me every name under the sun and has said the most terrible things you shouldn't say to your child. But that's okay.
It's justified.
I don't care we're not going to give them a shout out. But I will say to my sweet, sweet Susan, she's amazing. She still is amazing. And honestly, she is, at most she's 2. She don't really know what the fuck's going on. But Allie, that's Allie's pride and joy right there. She loves her grandma. But she's the best, right? Like, we have these people that, don't necessarily need to step up, and, she's stepped up.
Yeah, they don't have to be blood.
No, she's an amazing, role model for not only my nieces, but, she's just a great human, and I love her to pieces.
Shout out to you, Susan. We love you.
Yes. So, she's the only parent getting a shout out from me today. So I love your responses and I love Susan. So shout out to them.
Absolutely.
So, that's okay. We owe ourselves a lot. And I really feel like we're going to move heaven and hell to fucking get it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I just, like I say, I am definitely excited for the years to come because, like I said, I've had 13 years to be a mother. Now I have 30-something years more to still be one. And I'm excited to see, because we've had, like I said, we've had our ups and downs. Every family is going to have that. But I'm excited to see where do we go from here? That's what I'm looking forward to.
The only way up is, what's that phrase? Oh my God, my brain.
The only way to go is up.
Thank you.
It's only up from here.
It's so late. I'm so tired. I'm sorry.
Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up.
Oh, wow. I wasn't expecting that song to come in. I know, but this is a heavy episode to be having such a crazy song.
Gotta lighten the mode.
My song for this episode, I guess, if it's going to be lighthearted, is Let 'Em Know by T.I. because, it's okay.
Okay. On that note, understandable.
Mm-hmm. I feel like we should have a part 2 to this episode.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But
I agree.
We could talk about this shit all day.
I most definitely could. But I feel like now that we've talked about the childhood aspect of it, what about the teenage years? Because I could definitely run you down my teenage years for another episode. We could always break down every part of our lives because we always say childhood trauma. But what about any trauma through your teenage years?
Well, so, of course, we can talk about this, maybe our next episode if you want to, but partially the reason why I was the way I was as a teenager is because my parents ain't shit. So I did everything in the fucking planet to, it's okay. Like I said,
Well,
I'm trying to give my 16-year-old self a better life, okay? We're trying. So
we are all a work in progress. Absolutely.
I swear to God,
It
that's what your
takes
book
time.
that's what your book is gonna be called. Work in progress.
Listen, I literally cannot stop saying it over and over again. We are all a work in progress. We are all becoming self-aware. It may be uncomfortable, but at the same time, we are all understanding that it is a part of our growth/healing journey. And there is no timestamp on it. There is no timestamp on it. And I need everybody to be aware of that. So whether it be our 30-year-old selves, our 60-year-old selves, hell, we 10 feet under. We could still be healing. Who's to say? We don't know.
You are stupid.
We don't know. We don't know. I'm just saying.
Fuck. Okay. Well, for this specific episode, I'll respectfully know our hot topics. I've been struggling with what that could be for this episode. Okay, maybe this. Okay, hear me out. Because we are talking about toxic parents and our trauma that we endured during our childhood. Maybe our respectfully know is we're not going to make the same mistakes. We're going to learn from their life, and we are going to be better women, and we're going to be better mothers and aunts and sisters, and we're just going to be better. And the shit they taught us, we are not redoing. That's our respectfully know.
I approve this message because at the end of the day, everybody's going to have that same excuse of childhood trauma. But what are you doing differently to get through that? What are you doing differently to get through? Everybody can say, oh, childhood trauma. I am this way because of childhood trauma. I am this with the book. What are you doing about it? What are you doing about it? How are you fixing that?
Yeah, I can't stand a motherfucker who always blames their childhood on their shit and they don't try to better the situation. Like, they're always stuck on that. Like, what are you holding on to?
Unhealed, unhinged people. Unhealed and unhinged.
Clearly.
The only way that you can get through this is to become aware. The first step is to not be in denial. To not be in denial. Accept it. Like I said, the only way from here is up. So if you're starting here and you're stuck here with that childhood trauma, you're never going to go up. You're just going to keep going, and you'll be down 10 feet under before anybody else. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, we won't be.
Because you're going to keep digging yourself into that. You're going to keep digging yourself into that same hole. Because you're not. Don't be afraid of change. Let's just put it that way. Don't be afraid of change. Like I said, it's always going to make you feel uncomfortable. But at the end of the day, change is inevitable. Sometimes it has to happen.
Love that. Put it on a t-shirt.
I'm going to get a shirt that says that. We are all a work in progress. Change is inevitable.
Get the fuck out of here. Well, if you made it this far in this episode, thank you for staying.
Absolutely. And
hopefully we didn't scare you.
That it is okay to heal in a way that you know how. Don't do it for anybody else but yourself.
Amen. I love that.
Well, until next time, friends.
Yes.
Be kind to yourself and others.
Yes, please be kind to others because don't get your ass kicked, okay?
Period.
Bye, friends.
Bye.